Nothing ever works properly when I first load up stream. Fun. Hello. Hi, guys. Hold on. Hello. No, why is that not? Oh, okay, now it's working. There we go. Okay, that's working. That's not, though. There we go. Now it's working. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Don't have a lot of time, as per usual, with these weekday streams, so I'm going to just be getting right into it. Probably just going to be doing a little bit more catching today, trying to complete this, the Pokédex. Because we're decently far. And then I'll probably just do a lot of grinding off stream tonight, or today and tonight. So that way tomorrow when we stream, we can just hopefully get through the Elite Four and Red. And then, there was something else I was going to say and I forgot, but whatever. Oh, there is one other thing I need to do. What do you get for completing Pokédex? Well, usually if you complete the full thing, you would get like a certificate, but I'm not going to be completing that because for that I would have to get like the other starters and stuff like that. I'm just completing it to the best of my ability just for fun. So like I'm not going to get the starters, there's version exclusives I'm not going to be able to get, stuff like that. But normally you would get like a certificate thing from one of the game designers. So I want to come down here, actually, and I want to surf. Or fish. Surf. What? Because there's something I can get here that I could only get during the day. I couldn't get it when I came here at night. So, let me see it. Come on. Alright, you're really not going to show it to me? You know you want to. Let me see it. How's the grind treating you? I mean, not bad so far. I haven't actually started, like, grinding anything necessarily yet. Mainly just doing a lot of catching. But I'm going to start grinding probably a little bit tonight after stream to get up to the right level. Because then when I stream tomorrow night, Friday night, I just have to beat through the Elite Four and through Red, and then there's a couple events, cool event things I want to do that I have access to, and then just finishing this up, which really shouldn't take that long if I have decent luck, which right now I'm not, annoyingly, but... There we go. That's what I needed. You should live a signal beam, right? Please do, because... Okay, good. If you didn't survive that, I was gonna lose my mind because I just wasted all that time fishing for you, but alright. How's your day been? My day's been really good. How's yours been? I had a pretty tiring day at work, and, you know, I'm just excited to be home. Got a little bit of time to stream. Doing it earlier than usual. Usually I only have time to stream at night, but today I have just a little over an hour to get some streaming in, so figure I'd hit some viewers that I can't usually reach, so it's always fun. Well, I'm excited to be here. So how's your day going? I don't remember if I asked, but how has your day been? How has everyone's day been? Let me know. Let me know in the chat how everyone's day has been. Or have been, whatever. All your days. How all your days have been. Every single one of them. Alright, so I think that is the only thing I really needed from here. So I'm gonna go back up now. Good to hear, good to hear. Yes, no, I love streaming, you know. Right now I just do it for fun, you know, not getting anything out of it yet, but you know, maybe one day. So, anytime I can spend, you know, streaming, showing for you guys, entertaining you, it's always good. So, and even if I was having a bad day, you know, I'm here to make you guys, you know, happy. Plus, it's hard for me to have a bad day. Like, it's very, very tough to bring me down. I am a very tough person. I don't get hurt easily, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, not just physically, but just in general. How are you this afternoon? I'm doing well. How about yourself? Appreciate you being here, stopping by. Good. Glad to hear it. And Jar with the follow. Thank you so much. I'm assuming it's Jar. Or is it like J-A-R-R? Like, do you spell it out? I don't know. I'm going to call you Jar if that's okay. But thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I hope you are enjoying the stream. Streaming earlier than usual? Yeah, Harrison. I have a little bit of extra time today, so I'm streaming a little bit earlier. Plus, then that frees up my nighttime if I have more free time later to do some other stuff, so. No matter what it be. What's up in Twitch? What's up? I am good. How are you doing? We love ganja? Is that your name? That's interesting, but welcome in, welcome in. There we go. All right, another one down. So there's one encounter on this route I'm really not looking forward to because I need it for the Pokedex or whatever, obviously. And it's a 1% encounter. And it's the only place you can get it in the entire game. That was not it, but I did need that as well. I need to buy more quick balls. I didn't buy them. You guys can see through my shirt. I don't know why. This is a gray shirt, and my green screen apparently is eating it up. And HazelNick123 on Twitch as well. Welcome in. How is it going for you? I see you saying hey. I'm doing very well. How are you doing? Yes, guys, if you did not know, I do stream on YouTube and Twitch as well, simultaneously, so you're not missing anything on one or the other. And for you guys on Twitch, I am streaming on TikTok as well, so yes, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. No matter what you're watching on, I always appreciate you being here. About to replay through Gen 5. I'm excited. My friend's letting me borrow his copy. Nice! No, Gen 5. You can't miss with Gen 5. Gen 3, 4, or 5. All three of them were like 3 in a row. Some of the best generations they've ever put out. And then, you know, it fell off a little bit there. When I show support and drop follows, I'm gonna support. Hey, and we love ganja. I don't know why did that not pop through? I don't know, that's weird. But thank you for the follow. I don't know why that alert didn't go off, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let me see. I have the alerts thing on. I don't know. It must just not be working right now. So, but thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh, there it is. I heard. Oh, and Hazel Nick with the follow as well. Thank you. See, that one went through. I don't know why that one went through, but the other one didn't. Unless it did and I just didn't mean it. Or hear it. But early live? Yes, JS. I am live early. Had a little bit of extra time today, so I figured I would stop in. Like I was saying earlier, it's never a bad time when I can stream for you guys. So if I have the extra time to do it. Okay, I don't have anything to weaken this thing. Can it just stay in the ball, please? Yeah, I have nothing to weaken it, but yeah. Top 3 gens, I also love Gen 7. Gen 7's good too. It's really just, Gen 1 is alright, you know, because they were just getting started. Gen 2, in my opinion, is really lackluster. 3, 4, 5 are great. They tried a bit too hard with 6, so 6 isn't that good. 7 was really good again, and then I personally think 8 and 9 are both really good as well. but I know a lot of people have mixed opinions on those, so. Sorry, your YouTube channel, it's good. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Mechanium run L. I mean, it's worked for me so far. I wouldn't call it an L. 2, 3. Thank you. About time. 8, 9 DS games would be so much better. 8 was fine. I understand, like, Gen 9, you know, didn't run as well as people wanted it to and stuff and had the performance issues. Like, that I get. But Gen 9 was still fine, and Gen 8 was really good. Like, it ran fine. Graphics were okay. All the Pokemon are really good. Like, favorite starter? Ooh, tough one. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't know if I just dropped you guys or not. TikTok said I disconnected, but I appreciate you being here. But favorite starter? I don't know. Every time someone asks this, I can never think of a straight answer, but the first one that always comes to mind, like as at minimum top 3, is Mudkip and Swampert. Always comes to mind first whenever people ask. But I don't know if it's my favorite. I'd have to like think about it. I can afford to buy more of those. Don't have a good starting student screen and ending screen. I don't have a good starting student and ending screen. That is true. I have been meaning to like make one up or do something with it. I just haven't had time. I mean, if you're offering to make it, I'm not going to say no, Hazelnick, but I'm just letting you know that I don't have the funds available to pay for it. Pretty tight on funds, especially in the current economy that we're in, so. But if you want to do it, you know, I can't stop you, but. Gen 9 Pokemon, I agree with that. I love Gen 8, but I do agree that Gen 9 Pokemon clear. Gen 9, they missed on the performance, but the Pokemon are fantastic. Literally, there's almost no Pokemon from Gen 9, like fully evolved and base form, that I don't like. I like almost all of them. Still don't like the mechanic of Pokemon in the grass. I get that. I mean, it can be annoying, but that's what repels are for. Even though I know that, you know, then you gotta buy extra stuff, but no worries. Like I said, it's up to you, Hazelnick. You can, like, either I'm on TikTok if you want to follow me there, and then just DM me, or DM me on like Twitch or YouTube, or just if you want to DM me some way, and we can get back and forth. That's up to you. But like I said, I'm not gonna say no. I would appreciate it, but I'm not gonna force you or anything. Oh, seeing the Pokemon in the grass? No, I like that. As long as there's no extra wild encounters, because then if you don't want to run into anything, you don't have to, and you don't have to worry about buying repels. Let me hit a follow there. I appreciate that. Armor's over Ceruledge it's an opinion, but it's not wrong. Like, I definitely prefer Ceruledge a little bit, but I think they're relatively even. Like, I wouldn't say one is definitively, like, 100%, like, immeasurably better than the other, but I definitely, myself, prefer Ceruledge. Alright, time for the grind, because this is where the only thing... Nope, there's actually 3 things left on this route I have to catch, I just realized. Wow. Did not realize that. But, okay, well, there's one of them at least. Litwick line clears those frauds. I think Chandelure is arguably equal, if not like just a little bit, very, very close to Ceruledge. But I think Armarouge and Charcadet both clear Litwick and Lampent. And I'm the big Gen 5 guy, so trust me, I mean those words when I say them. I think they clear even Gen 5, or even Chandelure and stuff, so. Alright. I think Chandelure is better though, but that's what is Nosta? My apologies. If you guys make a reference in the chat, I apologize. I more than likely will not understand it. I don't follow a lot of pop culture outside of my little zone. Oh, nostalgia. Okay, you just got cut off. Yeah. No, I get that, but yeah, I could see that. I understand that. Like I said, I think they're pretty close. What do you plan on streaming after this game? So after this, we'll be doing Gen 3, which is Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are the ones I'm going to be streaming. I was gonna do Emerald, but I don't have a way to actually stream Game Boy cartridges. At least, you know. So I couldn't do Emerald, but I do have Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, so I was gonna do that. I want to go buy some more balls really quick. So 2 more things I need on that route. Dude, Gen 5 starters, if I could just have Oshawott for the entire game, I would be fine. I do not love Gen 5. Favorite generation, favorite games. Till I die, I love Gen 5 and stuff. I cannot stand any of the starters. I do not like any of them. I think they're all bad. Like there had to be one part of the game that, you know, was a little lackluster. Samurott would have been my favorite, one of my favorite Pokemon ever, if it had stayed on 2 legs and used its shell things as swords, like, while standing up, instead of going on all 4s. Had they not gone on all 4, I would have loved Samurott. And then Emboar, you know, is not bad. Not my favorite, though. I definitely prefer other ones. And then, Serperior is just kind of bland for me. It's really just a grass snake with some intricate designs. But agreed. When I first played the games, I had gotten spoiled on Oshawott because I was younger, so I saw like leaks and stuff. I got spoiled on Oshawott, but Duat was a surprise for me, and I thought it looked sick. So I was super excited for the final evolution. And then I got Samurott, and I wanted to throw the game away because, like, I was just so disappointed that something so cool and so, like, unique in concept could just go right down the drain with, by just going down on all 4s instead of staying upright. It did a reverse Incineroar, where it was on all 4s and then went on 2 legs. Samurott should have been the opposite, where it was on 2 legs and went on all 4s and should have stayed on 2 legs. Jazz, I'll be doing both. I'm not going to be doing, like, remakes of game. Like, I don't want to do... I didn't do Gen 1, like, Red, Blue, Yellow, and then Fire Red and whatever. But I think Black and White 2, besides the fact that they're just some of my favorite games, I think they are worth playing separately. Like, they are unique enough to each other that they're worth playing separately, so I'm going to do them separately. See, like, Samurai is, like, it's still not bad. I don't want to make it sound like it's terrible. But, like, Hisuian Samurai makes it a little bit better because I like the color scheme more. But yeah, it's just, like I said, Gen 5 as a whole really upset me with the starters. Like, they could have done better. And, like, I think that's why they're basically going back through and redoing. I guarantee you, if we get a 3rd Legends game, Snivy will be one of the starters in it, because they did Oshawott, they did Tepig, and then now they're doing Snivy. I think they're going back through and redoing, like, I think the variants that they're getting in the Legends games, you can quote me on this, because I think this is going to happen. But I think the starters they're doing in the Legends games are just starters from all the generations that have really lackluster starters. And so they're trying to redo them to make people like them more. Like Gen 7 has Incineroar is really good, but and Primarina is really good, but Rowlet or Decidueye isn't. So or like it's not, I don't want to say isn't. It's not as fan popular. So they gave Decidueye a new one. Gen 2, people really don't like the starters from Gen 2, so they're giving all the Gen 2 starters love and representation. And then Gen 5 is the other one, because there's only been 3 generations represented in the starters. Is Gen 7, 5, and 2. So I think they're just trying to go back through and redo all the starters that aren't as popular with the fans. So I would not be surprised if Snivy is a starter in the next one. And then, like, what are some other not very popular starters? Like Gen 6, like Chestnut. Oh, but you can't use Snivy and Chespin. I don't know. Fennekin isn't, like, super fan favorite. It's a little bit better, but... Gave you a follow on TikTok. Hazelneck, it did not come through yet. Make sure you have the right one. I apologize. It did not come through. Good stuff. Just subbed. Hey, I appreciate that. Freeze Yeti, I assume. Thank you so much on YouTube. I appreciate that. Gen 5 starters are good. Most underrated game. Well, both of those things you just said are wrong, because Gen 5 is not underrated at all. It's very well rated, and for good reason. It's an amazing game. And the starters are just not that good. I love Gen 5, my favorite generation, but to say the starters are good is lying. Thank you! Oh, thank the Lord. This thing is a 1% encounter rate here, and it is the only place you can get it. Once again, Gen 2 and Pokemon distribution do not go together. This thing is a 1% encounter. Houndoom can't even be encountered before the post-game. Magcargo can't be encountered before the post-game, except, or Slugma, rather, except in one spot. So, yeah. So, yes, to answer your question, that was what I was hunting there. There's one other thing I also need there, but that was the main thing. That was only a 1% encounter that I wanted to make sure I got. Sobble is the worst starter of all time. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go worst of all time. Trust me, it's bottom 5 for me for sure. I don't like any of its evolutions. Like, I think Sobble is the best of the 3, and that's not saying very much. But yeah, I don't know if it's the worst. I'd have to really, like, some of these things I would have to really think about to form, like, my opinion, because it's not just something I think about actively. I think about, oh, I like this Pokemon. This is a good Pokemon, but like, Sobble is too emo for me. See, that's the weird thing. Sobble is like a baby. It cries. Then you have the middle one, which is emo. Like, kind of supposed to be like a rebellious punk type thing. But then the final evolution is a super spy, like James Bond type that shoots water pistols. Like, that whole evolution line just did not have any cohesiveness in it. It's just all completely random. What's the worst starter? I mean, what are we going by? Like, fan opinion, design, usage? Because if we're going by usage, it's probably Meganium. I think Meganium is objectively one of the worst. I don't think it has the worst design, though. Design might be Sobble. It might be one of the Gen 5 starters. I don't know. My opinion based on stats and or design. Like I said, based on design, Sobble would be in the bottom. I'm going through the starters in my head. All the Gen 5 starters would be like bottom 10. Not necessarily at the very bottom, but... Gen 6. I like the Gen 6 starters, I will say. I like the Gen 7 starters. And then Sobble. I'm not the biggest fan of Sobble. I don't really care for the Gen 9 water starter, the Quaxley or whatever its name is. I'm not a big fan of that, I will say that. What are you trying to catch right now? Right now, there is, the only thing I'm going for right now is, I believe, yeah, can't find it here, is Tauros. You can find Tauros on this route, and I need that for, that's the last thing I need here. Apparently, I just have to speak it into existence. Thank you, Nintendo, for asking that. I just created an account on TikTok, and I think there's a restriction not following the first one, but I like the first video. Did you get I did not get a notification. I don't think you get like notifications, at least not when you're live. But I appreciate that, Hazelnick. Thank you for that. Yeah, just whenever. No rush, you know. It's just whatever you can do. Like I said, I appreciate you being here regardless. Like all Gen 5 starters, personally, I played in. I mean, I've used them all. They're all good for a playthrough, but that's about it. Like, well, Superior is really good and competitive with its hidden ability. But otherwise, it's like, that's just kind of the problem, is they're all just good enough for a playthrough. There's nothing else you can really do with them. If you start getting into, like, competitive battles or, like, any sort of big battle, it's just not, like, they're not as good. Which, granted, it should not be, you know, a thing to grade starters by, but... Whoa, Jar! With the Gamer 2025 gift. Thank you so much. Holy crap, guys. W's in the chat for Jar. W's. He just came out of nowhere and dropped that. It still hasn't even come through on the stream yet. Did it? Did it come through and I missed it? But, well, thank you, Jar. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Like I said, W's in the chat for Jar. There we go. Now updated on the thing. Yes, thank you so much, bro, for the Gamer 2025 gift. I appreciate that. Thank you. Never done competitive stuff, so I can't base it off of that. I've done very, very limited. All right, cool. I just, you know, I know that, you know, I've tried to do some challenge runs of games before or whatever, where you kind of have to have, like, a Pokemon that's good to win. Otherwise, you'll just get wiped in every fight. And just looking at, you know, how stuff is ranked in those contexts kind of helps me out a little bit. Gotta go. We'll be back soon. No problem, Hazelnick. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for the follow. Okay, and so that's everything I needed here. I actually got that cleared through 30 minutes, not even technically, of getting this route cleared through when I needed 5 Pokemon on it, one of which was a 1% and 2 of which were 4%. I can't complain about that. Oh, okay, you gotta go all the way around. Do I really have to go, like, all the way around? Yes. Wow. Okay, so... yeah, this route doesn't change anything. Literally, the only difference in this route's encounter table and the last one is that you can't find Snubbull on this route. That's the only difference. So they really made it only accessible on one total route in the entire game. Even the routes that connect to it don't have it. That is insane. Is there actually not like a hidden item up here? That's crazy. Alright, so, you know, something I haven't checked in a minute, that I planted stuff, in these berry pots, and I did not check them. Okay, cool. Two orange berries. Nope, don't want fertilizer. So I can't remember how many berries it said, I need for this thing. I have 8, though. And I don't really care if I run out. So, did you get all the Mount Silver encounters? I'm not there yet, but I will when I get there. Do I have to talk to one of you guys? How do I? Can I only do it if I have so many in my bag? How do I give this thing? Oh, I have to talk to the owner inside. It needs 10? Oh, well, I'll give it as many as I can. It'll give me lots of milk if I feed it, I reckon. Also, you have like 8 of them out in the pasture. Why do you need this one particular to... Okay, there we go. Oh, it's only 7 berries? Cool. I was just gonna keep feeding until I ran out, so if I have enough, there we go. Hey, cool, that was the other thing I wanted. So, I might do that tonight while I'm grinding up some of these, grinding up for the battles ahead, and maybe I'll surprise you guys whenever when I stream tomorrow. You can be surprised by all my cool seals. That is one thing I do wish they would bring back. Buy a couple dozens of these because they're good heals for light heals. But yeah, seals were always cool. Like contests were whatever. What was the other thing? There's one other like minor gimmick that they did that I didn't really care for, but the seals were really cool. I always liked seals. TM83, what is that? Sleep talk? Natural gift. I guess that makes sense. You give the Miltank berries, they give you milk or whatever. But all right, I can't stand the bike music in this game. I think I fought all you guys, but all right, Olivine City. So one stop I want to make real quick now that we have the seal case is going in here. Is it you? Yes. Why did the music just cut out? Okay. What's wrong with Chikorita, huh? You tell me, what's wrong with Chikorita? Yeah, I gotta go there at some point too. I'm not looking forward to that. Krabby Filter. You gonna face Red yet? Not yet. Probably tomorrow. Tomorrow night, if you stop by the stream, I will be facing Red, hopefully. Did I get that? Yeah. Everything? I mean, it's done me good so far. Has it? I actually haven't had any problems with it. Ryan John with the follow. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Glad you're enjoying the stream. I hope you have. I hope you're having, excuse me, a wonderful day. I like Totodile and Cyndaquil. Oh no, don't get me wrong. I prefer Totodile and Cyndaquil. I'm not denying that. But I don't think there's anything wrong with Meganium. Okay, so no new Pokemon here. And there probably won't be any. Yeah, none out that way. Oh wait. Wrong thing. Okay, so there is one new Pokemon. Good support mon and double battles more than offensive mon. I mean, I definitely think when Gold and Silver originally came out, double battles were not a thing yet. But I feel like afterwards or whatever, like now, that's kind of what they've tried to move it into. Like looking back. This is your first time playing through this game? No, I've played through this game a couple times before. I'm just going back through every single Pokemon game, or at least all the main series ones, and just replaying them for fun. Because I kind of took a year off of Pokemon last year because I was really burning myself out on it. I'm the type to get burnt out on things really easily. So I was really burning myself out on it. So I took the whole year last year. I didn't play anything Pokemon, especially because they announced that ZA, the new game, wasn't going to be released until this year. So I took the whole year off of playing games. So I'm going back through every single game to just kind of re-experience it. So not the first time, but it's been a while since I played through a lot of these. Netballs maybe wouldn't have been bad, but... Have I missed anything? Oh, Femcell, I just saw you come in. Your name is weird every time I say it, but no, you have not missed anything. Welcome in. I'm glad you could be here. I apologize if that message has been there for a minute. I was tabbed out onto something else, but I'm here now, so... No, welcome in. I've just been going through catching some Pokemon, just chilling out today. A little bit of an earlier stream, so... I saw your comment on the last one, and no worries about missing them, really. That's why they're uploaded to YouTube, is so that if you miss one, you can go back and watch it. Alright. One Pokemon here that I need to encounter. And that's not it. Actually, there's two, because there's one I need to fish for as well. But I'm going to try to get these ones first. Remoraid, close. I actually don't know where you get Remoraid, now that you say that. Because I have not seen that, but... Yes, you're actually very close with Remoraid, so... The Octopus, well, that's the evolution, Octillery. But that's still not what I'm going for. Yeah, now you actually have me curious, because I don't actually know where you get that. Now that you're saying that, I don't know. Okay, I could not find one of these things to save my life when I was looking for one the other day, and then now they're popping up left and right. That one's only level 15. Like, that's illegal. It can't even spawn at that level naturally. Or it can't even evolve at that level naturally, rather. Alright, man, this is a 10% encounter, but you could help me out a little bit here. I got a 1% encounter Snubbull in like 10 minutes, so... How'd you get Steelix? I have a video on my page all about it. You can go check it out. There are a couple different ways, and if you're in the post game of this game, it's much easier. But if you want to use one for like a playthrough, like in the middle of your first run, I have a video on my page about it. Because that's the question I get asked the most, is how I got the Steelix without trading or whatever. And so I made a video about it because it's something that apparently no one really knows about. I only found out about it when I was planning for this run. I'm lazy. It's a 1-minute video. All right. No, if you're lazy, we're actually right here. If you go over here, in HeartGold and Soul Silver specifically, into the caves that are over here on this route between Cyanwood City and the Safari Zone, in any of the caves, you can encounter Steelix. It's a 2% encounter, but you can kind of cheat it a little bit. But that's all I'm giving you. You got to go watch the video for more details. There it is. That's what I needed. So, you live a Signal Beam. Wow, you swallowed a Signal Beam. Yes, what you mean by that? What you mean? But anyways, Junie and me with the follow. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I forgot to quick ball this thing. Whatever, it's fine. All right. I would prefer if you would stay in the ball. See, this is why I said net balls, you know, maybe would have been useful, but man, I could have obliterated this thing with a discharge had I wanted to, but come on, man. You're weak. I could hit you with another signal beam, but I don't want to risk confusing you and then you knocking yourself out because it already took me enough time to find you. So come on. Or not. Come on! You're not that hard to catch. Regretting not grabbing the Haunter again. Thank you. Cool. Another one down. So there's one more thing I need to catch on this route. That shouldn't take me too long, though, hopefully. It's a 30% encounter, the other thing I need to find, so. Do you understand now, JS, why I said Remoraid is close? Because you need a Remoraid to evolve that thing. Or to evolve into that thing. In most sprites, or in some sprites at least, it actually has a Remoraid attached to it. I didn't remember that it didn't in this one. I thought it still did, but... Nope, already got you. Level 40, jeez. I mean, I know it's a super rod, but... Completely forgot that thing existed. I feel that way with a lot of Johto Pokemon, I'm going to be honest. Or like the ones I remember, I sometimes will falsely attribute to a different generation. Like sometimes I think Mantine is Gen 3, Chinchou is Gen 3, Slugma I always used to think when I was a kid was Gen 3 because you can't find it in these games like anywhere, but you can find it in Gen 3 really easily. That's the thing they did that with Gen 2. They distributed all the Pokemon so poorly that in Gen 3 and Gen 4 even, they had to make up for it and they put them everywhere. So, yeah, no, I don't know what their problem was with Gen 2, why they, you know, just decided to not give it any love. Okay, this is a 30% encounter on this route. Lantern is 10%. I have found 2 lanterns before I found the thing I need. What is this? Rigged. This is rigged. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Show it to me. Show it to me. Come on. Come on. Boom, boom. Nexo Sparkle, welcome in, and thank you for that follow as well. I need to turn up that notification volume. My Twitch, I have my TikTok notifications turned up, but apparently my Twitch one is not. But Nexo Sparkle, welcome in. Welcome in on Twitch. Whoops. I'm so glad you could be here. Welcome to the stream. And as I said, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Finally, thank you. Only took 20 encounters. Also have a TikTok follow. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you following me on multiple platforms. It really helps me out. If you know, if everyone watching followed me on Twitch and YouTube and stuff, we'd be going crazy right now. We would have a ton of crossover. Annie Zia, welcome in. Hello, hello. How are you doing today? How is everyone doing, guys? Let me know how you're doing in the chat. We're coming up here on almost an hour. I don't know why I'm looking at that. I'll go by that after I'm done going through everything. But okay, so that's the only other thing I needed here. I don't think there's anything new here. Good, how are you? I'm doing great as well. I appreciate you being here and stopping by and checking out the stream. Okay, so yeah. So nothing in Silentwood. So now over there is though. So I'm just gonna fly here. I don't feel like me encountering your TikTok live and checking your profile and you at Twitch. Well, I appreciate you stopping by the Twitch. Like I said, if everyone on TikTok or on Twitch followed the other ones, we'd be growing huge as a community. Not that we're not already, and I appreciate you guys no matter what. Don't get me wrong there. I'm just saying.